Thank you very much, and thank you both for coming in here voluntarily. Very much appreciated. Can I just follow up on my colleague there? Century Merchandising Services Limited is CMS and
Yes.
No. But when I've done my company office searches, I found all the CMS companies have been struck off. So I'm a bit concerned about you using that when the company's office showed that all the CMS companies have been struck off the register. So it's trading under Century Merchandising Services Limited, not CMS. Okay.
CMS is just the
I know, but it's just from the clarification point of view that CMS, all the companies that are registered under that name have been struck off for various reasons. Can I just ask a question in relation to the contracts? The contracts between RT and Tuttle Productions Limited, that's the agreement, the 5-year agreement.
Yes.
But the agreement then between, which is drafted up by yourselves, is between Renault Ireland Limited, RT and Ryan Tubridy. It's not between Tuttle Productions Limited. Is there a reason for that?
So the Renault contracts, sorry, on page 5.
I have a copy of the agreement here,
sure.
And it shows this is the agreement that was prepared in relation to the agreement between the three organisations.
Yes.
But it's not with Tuttle Productions.
So the agreement was written by RTE Legal.
No, this is the one that I've got, which is in...
Oh, sorry, for the services, yeah. So with the services, we had numerous meetings with Renault in relation to the actual activity itself. And I think part of the confusion is the events were for 2021-22.
But the agreement is in a separate legal entity to the agreement between Tuttle Productions Limited and
RTE. Yeah,
this agreement is between Ryan Tubridy, Renault and RTE.
Sure, well,
so Ryan
Tubridy being Tuttle.
Okay, but can I just ask then, in relation to 75,000, does that go into the Tuttle Productions account?
Yes.
Okay, because the invoice then, the invoice that was produced, which I think you...
No, well, we'd invoice and then
but the invoice doesn't mention Tuttle Productions in the invoice that you produced. It mentions Ryan Tubridy. It doesn't mention Tuttle. It doesn't mention Tuttle at all. That's on page 24.
So, absolutely, sorry, page 24. So, we were directed again by RT Legal to put down Ryan Tubridy bespoke partnership between Renault Ireland and Ryan Tubridy included personal appearances and programme of activity.
But if the agreement is ongoing with Tuttle Productions, why then send out the invoice in a person's name rather than
the agreement is with Renault, RTE, the invoicing, and obviously Ryan is the service provider. We invoice on behalf of Ryan, and then...
I know, but from a legal point of view, what I'm saying to you is that there seems to be two different legal entities, one Tuttle Productions, the other one Ryan Tubridy.
No, there's Ryan.
But the agreements show that.
So no, that's the Renault and the Ryan Tubridy invoice. There's only Tuttle Productions, which is Ryan Tubridy's company.
Okay, all right. Can I then go on to, in relation to the invoices itself, when you saw that you were making out to an English company or a company based in the UK, did you not raise serious concerns on this issue? Because obviously, if it's made out to a UK company, you're then not putting in for VAT or anything else, yet the service was delivered in Ireland.
We, again, under instruction from RTE, we...
Well, no, but I mean, in fairness, you're a separate legal entity to RTE. But sorry, should you not have asked further questions on that?
We sent the invoices into RTE.
Yeah, but when you were asked to send in the invoices, you were asked to make out the invoices. When you were asked to make them out for a UK company, did it not raise concerns from your point of view as regards, to make sure that you were not doing anything which was, where the service, in particular, where the service was delivered here in Ireland, the service wasn't delivered in the UK.
Sure.
It was delivered to RTE, to Renault, and not to a UK company.
Well, we knew that the contract was with Renault and it was a separate contract for independent contractor services. Ryan had to do the work with RTE, and we understood that Ryan would have to do extra work with Renault, but there was no difference.
That's not the question. You're going completely off the question that the Deputy is trying to ask you. Deputy, just put that question straight again, because it's a very direct question.
The direct question is, you know, when the invoice was made out, it was made out to a UK company. What I'm saying is that the service was delivered in Ireland for Irish companies, basically RTE and Renault, who are here in Ireland. Did that not raise concerns, which you, from an accounting point of view yourselves, that you were being asked now to bill a UK company? You say in your statement that you knew nothing about the barter account. You never dealt with a barter account before. This is the first time dealing with it. Did you not raise questions as to why you should make it out to a UK company?
Okay, well, if I could just, in relation to that, at the time we didn't know who asked us.
Wasn't that more reason for raising the question?
No,
if you didn't know about it.
But we presumed that they had a relationship with Renault, and we followed the instructions exactly, and subsequently got paid.
Did you raise that question with Renault to know was this the reason why? Was this the connection rather than sending it in? Remember, it was RT were giving you the instructions, not Renault. Therefore, should you not have raised that question?
Well, we didn't raise the question. We didn't raise the question because it was under instruction from RTE.
Okay, can I just ask in relation to page in the Grant Thornton report, at paragraph 22G, it raises the fact about that the Director General was not involved in dealing, signing or implementation of this agreement, being the tripartite agreement. Was there? Because this seems to be, we're being furnished certain names, but we're not being given all the names. And I'm just wondering, who exactly was there that knew about all of this agreement?
Sorry, so...
Okay, you were involved there, but who from RT was there that was involved in this agreement?
So, from legal, Trish Whelan; from finance, Breed O'Keefe; the CEO, D. Forbes; and then somebody on the exec.
The Grant Thornton report says the Director General was not involved in the drafting, signing or implementation of this agreement.
Oh, sorry, the drafting, signing and implementation would have been legal and finance and commercial.
But can you tell us who was there from legal, financial and commercial?
Joe. Sorry, it was the RT Solicitor's Office.
But but you're saying the commercial people were there as well, but who we need to know who exactly was there, because this information has not been given to us.
Sorry,
your office, you were there, or someone from your office was there?
Page 14 in the documents. So you had myself, Niamh, Breed O'Keefe and Katrina Faulkner from the RT Solicitor's Office.
Sorry, who? My apologies.
Sorry, Katrina Faulkner.
From the Solicitor's Office?
From RT's office, yes.
And was there anyone else there?
Trish Whelan from the Solicitor's Office as well.
Okay, all right, okay. Can I just move on there to Ryan Troublety, yourself, Mr. Troublety? Can I just ask, you know, this whole issue, and my colleague raised it about, you know, the level of fees. I think when I looked at your accounts, it was in 2016, the income through the accounts was 660,000, and I accept that there has been a reduction in what you're receiving. But all of this controversy, you know, there's now a whole problem within, I suppose, the entire country, but also within RT about the whole issue of trust, the whole issue of the ethics of this. I mean, looking at it now, how do you feel that the trust can be built up, back up? And the second thing is about your own preference at this stage about going back working for RT.
Yeah.
What's your own...
Oh, I don't have any doubt. I want to go back to work on the radio as soon as possible. I think that I don't say that with any arrogance. I just say that I've expressed desire. It's what I do. It's what I know, and I want to get back to my team and to the listeners and do my job, because it's all I've got.
The whole issue in relation to trust.
No, I understand that, Deputy, and I will say that I understand the amount of money we're talking about is eye-watering. I'm not a fool. I understand that. But I haven't changed as a person over those years, despite the extraordinary bank balance.
The question I'm asking you is, how do you now rebuild that trust?
Well, a lot of the trust was taken from me.
But
I
the
don't-
question
I-
is,
no, I
how,
don't- I
how
believe-
do we know? How do we know rebuild the trust?
I would
First
say-
of all,
I-
retrust. If you go back into RT, secondly,
Just
the
briefly, now we're
retrust
going
in
over time.
I would say,
the
Deputy.
trust in RT itself.
Yeah, I would
and
say-
thirdly, believing as regards building the trust
Deputy,
with your own colleagues.
Just
I-
just brief answer.
I will just say, I think that they're off to a good start this week with the new Director General. I think that they're going to be, I think that hopefully people will see what I've said today and will hear what I'm saying today, and they'll realise that a lot of what's happened over the last 3 weeks, I've been dragged into a mess not of my own making.
With your colleagues?
Deputy Devlin.
With my colleagues, the only thing I have for my colleagues is respect.
Deputy Devlin.